I want to express my thanks to Organization Committee for Lakrakras Ukraine, and also I want to express my thanks to attendees who respect the information even at the almost end of the close to the exhibition seminar. Sorry. My name is Mustapha Щенол. I have been working in fillers and extender business more than 23 years in several companies, and I'm working as a Deputy General Manager of Microns, Turkey. Microns is a Turkish company active mainly in calcium carbonate-based products. Starting from this year, we have started to become a little bit semi-scale industrial mineral company, including the new operations in Turkey and also Saudi Arabia. The company is owned by biggest construction and real estate developer in Turkey. It's a private one, and have several activities in construction and industrial segments, including electricity production. This is our head office in Beşiktaş district in Istanbul. Group has composed of mainly three divisions: construction and asset management, industry and manufacturing companies, and also energy and mining operations. Including all these companies, we have employees more than 3,000 and active in several segments. Simpaj is also a public, 49% public-owned company starting from the beginning of 2017. With different companies working in asset management and real estate management. If you go to Istanbul Stock Exchange plots, you can see our company dividends, fluctuations of our assets. In industry segment, we are active with two companies in industrial mineral segment. Microns is in Turkey, and Kalkarp is in Saudi Arabia. Microns founded in 2004 in Turkey, and Kalkarp is founded just 2 years ago in Saudi Arabia, which will be in service in terms of production next month. We also have activities in big capacities in ceramic and tiles manufacturing, including with the brand names called Serra and Serenit. We are also dealing with energy and mining operations. About energy, we are mainly focused on hydroelectric and wind power. And about the mining, we are dealing with chromate mining and flotation. As I said, the factories are founded in 2004, and we are almost fully dedicated for exports. And we are exporting for almost 70% of our existing capacity for in this term mainly from Niğde, and the plant in Muğla will be ready for service next August, and the Jeddah will start the production next month. And with the existing capacity only from Niğde, we have a total capacity around 250,000 tons, with the coating capacity around 150,000 tons. If you see the historical roots of our organizational development, every year we have make investments with the help of our mother company, of course. And we are fully dedicated mainly for the paint industry. This is the initial stage, initial pictures, almost in 2004, 2006 of our plant in Niğde, and this is 2012 we came to this position. This picture is important because if you want to analyze any calcium carbonate company, I suggest to look first how big silos they have, because before starting to analyze the product parameters, the storage capacity and the analyzing capacity, and of course the tonnage per lot is important. That's why such kind of silos are very important. And if you look to the manufacturers in Turkey, there are only 2 companies you can find it for such kind of silo management. We are operating all logistic solutions, including train wagons and vessels. We are owning more than 20 wagons, including the locomotive, under our company network, and also 3 vessels, big conventional river-type vessels, to carry our goods. And as you know, the Turkish calcium carbonate is very pure and white. That's why we put the brand name Turkcarb since the beginning, because of its purity. As you see, it's more than almost 99%. And there are so many companies in the world that even obtaining their raw material from Turkey to their production sites, to South America, to United Kingdom, to Canada, to Germany. There are so many international players only get their, even they are getting their source raw material from Turkey. That's why the brand name Turkcarb is shaped. As you can see, the whiteness is very high and the purification is very high. And this is, I just want to say some new investments. 2 years ago, we started to make investment in Saudi Arabia for calcium carbonate and compounding. With the help of our international giant, petrochemical giant, we make a partnership and shaped a company called Calcarb. And we shaped a unit in Jeddah Modon 3 organizational site, industrial organization site. And starting from the April 2018, I mean, just two months later, the production will be in service. This will be the biggest compounding facility in the Middle East, including polyethylene and polypropylene compounds. And this year also we are opening a new plant, only for calcium carbonate and talc, in a city called Muğla. Muğla is located very close to touristic town called Bodrum. I'm sure most of you know the Bodrum. And starting from the, I think, beginning of August, we will start to make deliveries. Muğla is very important because of the whiteness. Even with the existing situation, there is a serious whiteness and yellowness difference for those of products. And we will produce certain kind of products at the beginning stage. After 1 year later, we will start to implement also ultrafine and wet grinding in Muğla plant. The grades that we are going to implement in the market from Muğla plant will include a letter X, which stands for the extra whiteness. And at the beginning stage, we will only produce the respective grades that includes the letter X in 2018. And starting from the 2020, we will implement the wet grinding and ultrafine products. The advantage of our technology with respect to others has certain advantages to help paint manufacturers like you about whiteness and also oil absorption. We are applying a special separation technology called post-separation. This is only used in Europe by Microns and Omia. As you can see, the red curve is the standard curve for an average class of 5-micron product. But with the help of post-separation technology, we are decreasing the fine fractions and making the curve steeper to decrease your binder and liquid chemicals consumption, which help you to save money. This is patented technology by a company called Hosokawa, but it is really difficult at the beginning stage to control all parameters because we are talking about 1,000 tons of tonnage. Therefore, to supply and produce such kind of products really needs a good technology automation. Our grades, including 5 up to 60, that the letter includes K, all stands for the post-separated products, which helps you to save binder, pigments, and also biocides and other liquid chemicals that you can use in your formulations. And with the help of our ultrafine grinding technology and also the separation technology, we are manufacturing 4 ultrafine grades to save titanium dioxide. A product called starting from UF up to 100 can be used in water-based systems, and for a grade starting from UFC up to 100C can be used in solvent-based systems to save titanium dioxide. These products just simply follow the rule of van der Waals forces to decrease the void between the particles to obtain the target hiding power. This is just a simple formulation for water-based systems. As you know, titanium dioxide business has started to be a supply problem in the recent months and years, and the prices are almost gone up to $4 per kilogram. Considering such a value for titanium dioxide, with the reformulation, we are able to guarantee you a saving around $120 per ton of paint. Just saving comes from the titanium dioxide side. I can share also the formulation details if you ask after the presentation. In the portfolio of ultrafine products, we are manufacturing coated and uncoated grades to serve to paint and paints and coatings. But also our main aim to decrease your costs, to increase your performance, especially hiding power, whiteness, and end product performance. This is our coated products portfolio. The letter C stands for the coating, and the letter X will be the extra whiteness, stands for the extra whiteness parameter, which will be produced in Muğla this year. And we are manufacturing coated and super coated grades. Super coated grades can be used in solvent-based systems, especially anti-corrosive components with high acid ratio, and it performs very good results with end product performance. Okay. We are also manufacturing chips and granulates for texture coatings and mortars from our existing plant, from calcium carbonate and dolomite. Starting from this year, we are able to produce also spot-free, very white granulates from our Muğla plant with serious capacity. Those products don't include any, at the moment, don't include any powder to decrease your oil absorption. but certain amount of yellow particles are unfortunately in the system due to the quarry naturally. But in Muğla plant, there will be a zero defect products you can get from this portfolio. We are applying universal quality control systems for our products, especially German and Japan type of equipment we are using with the ISO 787 systems. Therefore, you can trust our analysis that delivered together with the product. We are selecting our right granulometry for your needs, not to overcome the problems pinholing and sorry in English, mud cracking. Too much fines may create pinholing, and less fines create mud cracking. Therefore, in order to select the best proper ratio, we are making tests before shaping the product, and stage by stage we are creating the end products not to face pinholing and mud cracking. This is the optimum stage for textured coatings. With our new plant in Muğla, we are able to produce completely alternatives of Omya Karolith grades, if you are using, from Vapana and also from Greece, with the help of superior extra white raw material. These are the test results and comparison tapes, the comparison analysis of our existing parameters. This is the general distribution table for the parameters, and this is the existing layout for the NIDA plant with the grades that we're going to be, that's going to include X. You will have a similar particle size distribution, much more whiter than the existing one, and almost zero yellow particle in the particles. I just want to say some words about the talc. We are also manufacturing talc. We are owning the quarry in Turkey. Besides of standard lamellar talcs, we are manufacturing nodular talcs. Nodular talcs are very special products for paint industry to enhance your hiding power by not losing your matting properties. And there are only 2 commercial talcs in the world, such kind of nodular talcs, Australia and Turkey. We are selling global players like Jotun, Caparol, and AkzoNobel globally for those cars. They are using these grades to decrease the titanium dioxide consumption, and also by adding the talc you will lose matting properties, but such kind of talcs, microcrystalline nodular talcs, don't let you to lose your matting properties. This is a big advantage for paint chemists. We have 3 classes, SX grades, X grades, and STD grades. SX grades, as I said, nodular and microcrystalline talcs that really help you to save titanium dioxide. It brings you enhance very good hiding power, and also they don't let you to use matting properties. X grades are general lamellar talcs with very high whiteness and high aspect ratio, especially for anti-corrosive applications and military formulations. And with the help of its good lamellarity, and also it helps you very good reflection performance. STD grades are nodular gray talcs with a whiteness less than 90, and we able to produce also ultrafine talcs from this portfolio. As you can see, nodular talcs under microscope, its pictures looks like a calcium carbonate, but it's not calcium carbonate. It's a pure magnesium silicate, that's talc, and it really performs very good results in paint chemistry. This is lamellar talc. I just want to say barite, some words about the barite, ground barite. And we have different classes of barite to be served in paint applications. Double extra grades, which stands for the purification and density value. If you are using, if you are making any solvent-based or powder coatings, these are the right products, the whitest barites in the region that you can attain. We are also manufacturing mica up to a certain extent with the dry grinding technology, and up to 20 micron we can supply you, if you wish, certain class of mica grades to obtain high durable thermal resistant paints. It is not easy to speak kaolin in Ukraine because Ukraine has very good kaolins. Ukraine is exporting a lot to everywhere. Even our sister company Seranit is buying good kaolin from Ukraine. But these kind of kaolin products are special kaolin products for paint industry. Very white. I am talking about a whiteness more than 92. Kaolin is the important product to save titanium dioxide, because if you compare the refractive index of kaolin, kaolin is the second mineral in the world after titanium dioxide, considering the refractive index. Therefore, kaolin is the most important tool to play with the titanium dioxide saving. We have three groups: ball clays, hydrous clays, and calcined clays. Ball clays and calcined clays are the products to be used properly in paint formulations. Our segments are composed of mainly 4 divisions: paper and board, plastics and rubber, paints and coatings, and other segments. We are spending really nice efforts in paints and coatings in different companies, especially in Ukraine and Russia. We have so many advantages with the help of our experienced staff, and we are active in, at the moment, 13 countries with the help of our distributors. As I said at the beginning, we are operating even our own train wagons and vessels. This is our global customer percentage distribution based on the segments. And these are the countries in the region that we are exporting. Every day, as I said at the beginning, we are making investments. This investment power, of course, coming from the financial tools, but also as a team, we are very eager to do something new. That's why we have reached the proper results up to 2018, and in 10 years' time, we increased the number of plants from 1 to 3. We are going to deal with the new minerals and also new products, but especially ultrafine products to help formulators like you to decrease your costs and increase your performance. Our existing technology in the existing plant, first plant, is German and Japan technology. But considering the second one, we started to be more fully automated systems. And in Jeddah plant, for example, the number of people is almost the half of the people in the first plant. And in Muda plant, the number of people is going to be around 20. And we can control fully automated production. These are the general equipment in our lab. I'm sure everybody knows this. And I just want to say thank you for listening. If you have any questions, I am ready to answer. Okay.
Thank you, Мустафа. Пожалуйста, давайте поблагодарим. Мустафа, I guess it could be questions to you. I guess it could be some questions to you about your presentation. Okay, please.
English, please.
Thank you for your presentation, Mustafa. I have one question. Turkamp famous trademark in Ukraine many years ago. You sure or no? Better in Russian.
Yeah, English, please. I couldn't understand. English, of course. Huh? To answer.
To ask, yes.
Better answer.
Sorry, I am very unhappy not to speak your language.
Okay. Yes. Торговая марка Тургарб давно известна на рынке Украины. Вот. Сейчас на рынке Украины очень много представлено других кальцитов, других торговых марок. Нет таких известных. Вот. Скажите, пожалуйста, в чем отличие у вас, если у вас какие-то новинки и конкурентные преимущества перед другими менее известными торговыми марками?
Thank you. Very good question.
Not at all.
At the beginning, when we started to shape the company, due to my previous experience, Turkey was exporting too much raw material to the countries like Germany, England, France, America, South America, all the big players that you can think of, Omia, Imeris, Alpha Calcite, they are getting their white raw material from Turkey. And they are making their white products from the Turkish raw material. That's why the brand Turkcarb name has shaped to decrease the end user costs by applying a certain high-level technology. The reason for putting the Turkcarb brand is just coming from this reality. We just want to stop this export of raw material and want to change this direction to help the end users to decrease their costs. Our difference is to supply the whitest raw material and products derived from the Turkish reserves with our customers with minimum cost, with maximum attainable technology. For example, today, a company in Germany is making ultra-fine products, and they are only selling in Germany. Their sale price in Germany starts from 400 euro. And some of our customers in Romania, in Austria, is buying those grades. But their raw material is coming from Turkey. We know that. Alternative product from our portfolio, the price is around 90 euro. Can you imagine the difference? This is the beginning point why we want to stop this raw material flow and stop the abusement of this rotation. Okay?
Ответили, да? Я думаю, все поняли, да? Вот есть вопрос. Представляйтесь, пожалуйста, при вопросе, чтобы спикеру было легче.
Андрей, предприятие называется «Химпоставщик». Находимся мы в городе Северодонецк. Как знает уважаемый, очевидно, что он знает, что это 20 километров от линии разграничения. — 20 километров от линии разграничения с оккупированными Россией территориями. И очевидно, что Турция тоже жила в таком, вот на этом острове Кипр, состоянии какое-то время. Во всяком случае, вы понимаете, о чем я говорю. Так вот, этот регион депрессивный, заявляю ответственно, и каждый месяц он все более и более погружается в такую депрессию. Вопрос может быть неожиданным и как раз противоположным предыдущему вопросу. У нас есть сырье. Это руда из шахт. И оно не белое. И вопрос простой. Если вы имеете такой опыт замечательный и соображаете вот в этих наполнителях, может быть, у вас есть какие-то идеи, или, может быть, наработки, или, может быть, вы готовы были бы взяться за то, чтобы это очень недорогое, уже лежащее на поверхности сырье в виде терриконов куда-то переработать в те же, может быть, пластики в качестве наполнителей, может быть, каким-то образом. И если у вас таких идей нет, не могли бы вы взяться, я уже 25 лет занимаюсь всевозможной химией, может быть, можно с вами связаться, передать какие-то образцы, чтобы вы помогли нам посоветоваться, посоветовали что-то, куда это можно переработать. Спасибо.
Thank you for this nice question. Of course, we can analyze and back to you with the comments. But unfortunately, I am just explaining the general picture of that comes from the geology. And if you look the pure calcium carbonate reserves in the world, in our region, only the good reserves, white pure reserves, are obtained in Italy, Turkey, Greece, Spain. The reserves in Spain and Greece are limestone. The reserves in the Altai region, close to Omsk and Magnitogorsk, it's a semi-crystalline marble. That's why the white raw material is coming. Manufacturers are coming from this region. The calcium carbonate reserve must be pure. At the beginning, the concentration will same at the end, even in the middle. That's why I opened this picture. Our partners in Saudi Arabia, the biggest plastic company in the region, tried the same concept like you said. But unfortunately, it is expensive to produce the end product. if you will spend money that's come from the electricity cost, of course you can obtain a good product. But I must ask, are you ready to pay? But I am ready to get your sample. Okay? For example, there is the manufacturers in Russia is increasing, but they are carrying a raw material from more than 2,400 kilometers. They are spending money for the logistic. This is just exemplify the situation. In companies like Omia, Imeris, Alpha Calcit, Reverte in Spain, they are getting a raw material from Turkey. I am talking about a delivery per vessel more than 20,000 tons. They are located in nice industrial countries. It means it's really expensive to recover a pure product. Okay?
Еще вопросы, пожалуйста. Thank you, Mustafa.
Thank you. Bye-bye.